Hello, everyone. My name is Ana Marta Ayala, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. As a reminder, I do every video in English and Spanish, and also the degree theory is based on modern Western astrology using the Placidus house system. In today's video, I wanted to talk to Cancer, Cancer rising, Cancer sun, about the planetary energies for 2025. I don't call this a horoscope because to me, a horoscope is more when you sit down with an astrologer to review what the next year holds for you. So it's tailored made to you as opposed to this general discussion about planetary energies. Now, Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon does not go retrograde, nor the sun. So I did a worksheet, which I will share with you, about the planetary energies that 2025 is going to bring. Now, one of the things that I wanted to discuss was the stationing and what it means. So, for example, when Mercury starts to retrograde March 15th of 2025 at 9 degrees of Aries, it will station at 9 degrees. Now, for Mercury, the stationing only happens a few days, but when you get to the outer planets, it's weeks. So that's important. So what does this mean? When a planet from our viewpoint is going direct, it stops or it stations and then it goes retrograde, it goes backwards. But in reality, the planet is not going backwards, but from our viewpoint, it is. So it stops to go retrograde, and then once it's done with the retrograde, it stops or it stations, and it will station on April 7th at 26 degrees of Pisces to go direct. So people having planets that aspect, what are the aspects? Conjunction, square, opposition, or trine to Mercury in these degrees, and I'm using an orb of plus or minus 3 degrees. If you really want to push it, let's make it 5, but I wouldn't go beyond that. So then Mercury is going to be talking to your natal planet in your chart, and then they will have a conversation. So maybe if Mercury is aspecting your Venus, you will hear from somebody, a past boyfriend, a past girlfriend, or maybe somebody business related, because Venus rules love and money. So Mercury will retrograde July 18th, 2025, and it will station at 15 degrees of Leo. It will go direct August 11th of 2025, and it will go at 4 degrees of Leo, it'll turn direct. It will retrograde November 9th at 6 degrees of Sag, and it will go turn direct on November 29th at 20 degrees of Scorpio. So again, any planets that are in conversation with this Mercury, you will get a message. All right. Now, Venus is turning retrograde in 2025. It did not go retrograde in 24 because Venus's cycles like every 18 months it goes retrograde. So it will go retrograde March 2nd of 2025 at 10 degrees of Aries, and it will go direct on April 13th at 24 degrees of Pisces. Again, if you have any planets that are within plus or minus 3 degrees that are aspecting this Venus, then something Venusian may happen. Mars will go retrograde December 6th of 2024 at 6 degrees of Leo, and it will turn direct February 24th at 17 degrees of Cancer. So Jupiter will turn retrograde October 10th, 2024 at 21 degrees of Gemini, and then it will go direct February 24th, 2025 at 11 degrees of Gemini. So anybody having planets that are in trine with, so meaning Libra, Aquarius, that are plus or minus 3 degrees, you should get extra goodies, extra opportunity, extra benefits from this Jupiter. And Jupiter stations for a couple of weeks, I believe. In my monthly update, I'll tell you what the exact dates are for the stationing. Now, Saturn goes retrograde July 13th of 2025 at 10 degrees of Aries, and it turns direct on November 28th at 25 degrees of Pisces. If you guys have any planets that will be aspecting, or this Saturn will be expecting any of your natal planets at these degrees, then you will get Saturnian lessons. As you know, Venus and Jupiter are the benefics, and Mars and Saturn are the malefics. Now, Uranus, Uranus will go retrograde, will go retrograde September 2nd of 2024 at 27 degrees of Taurus, and it will go direct January 30th of 2025 at 23 degrees of Taurus. If you guys have any planets that are aspecting Uranus, if it's Mercury, be careful with a car accident. If it's Mars, be careful with an accident, period. Especially like in the fourth house, you might have an accident at home, like a slip and fall. If it's at work, then be careful with your work desk or anything hanging above you because it's Uranus. It rules us things that are high. And then of course we have Algol here, the fixed star Algol, which is the demon star at 26 degrees. So this Uranus is going to go over it when it goes retrograde, and then when it goes direct, it will also cross over Algol again. So this will lead to very interesting developments on a personal level too as well. So be mindful of that. Neptune will go retrograde July 4th at 2 degrees of Aries, and it will turn direct on December 10th of 2025 at 29 degrees of Pisces. Again, Neptune is conjunct a fixed star sheet when it's at this 29 degrees, so there is danger in the water. Danger with accidents in the water, danger just with the water itself, like the ocean. So again, be mindful because it starts like during summer of next year. Now, Pluto will go retrograde May 4th at 3 degrees Aquarius, and it will turn direct at 1 degrees of Aquarius on October 14th, and it will stay there for the next 20 years. Pluto will not return to Capricorn in our lifetime. So I just wanted to share with you those energy points so that you guys get a better understanding of what the year is going to be like. Now, for Cancer, the rising Cancer sun, you guys are the ideal husband, ideal wife. Men are Cancer men are great handymans, and the women are like the perfect housewives, like the great cooks. They keep the house really tidy. They're like the best moms. It's all about family. The parents, the children, the grandchildren, the extended families, lives. They don't like to go out much. Men are super attached to their dogs. And I know as Americans, we all love our dogs, but Cancer men are the ones that go to the vet with the dog. So, and with the training dogs too. Cancers need to be very mindful of their emotions. When they're happy, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful life. When they are sad, oh my God, the world is going to end. So they also need to be careful with alcohol because as the water sign, the water signs are the ones that are more prone to addictions and for cancer. So continue, if you have a child that is a cancer sign or a cancer rising, don't let them touch alcohol. All right, so what are the planetary energies and its effect on you, Cancer, for 2025? Neptune goes into Aries, which is your 10th house. So Neptune in the 10th house can bring you your dream job because Neptune rules dreams. It can make you very artistic, creative in your career. So this is great for people that work in the arts, like photography, marketing, where you can come up with like really creative work. On the other hand, it can dissolve your career goals, especially because Saturn's going to give you a reality check, because Saturn is also going to be in your 10th house. We'll discuss a little later. Um, you can decide to quit a traditional career, then go for whatever you wanted to do. I mean, like a complete turnaround. In other words, you are, I don't know, constructing houses or in real estate, and then you decide to just go into photography or go and be an artist. I mean, a complete turnaround. Um, so, that's something that, um, or maybe go into something spiritual because Neptune is also spirituality. Now, the positive side, all that creativity and artistic talent, but Neptune also can bring um, not so nice stuff, like there could be a theft at work, or there could be deception, or your reputation can be slandered. For example, like if you're going through a divorce, because 10th house is not just career, 10th house is also the status that you have. So if you're married, you can, go through a divorce, and that could, slander your reputation because your ex is talking bad stuff about you, or your boss can give you like a bad evaluation, right? And start talking nonsense, with a negative review, uh, and then the word gets around, so that's how your reputation can be, tarnished a bit. But also, the flip side of this is that your boss can give you a stellar review and can give you credit for all that artistic work that you're doing. So your status can actually grow. I mean, it depends on your personal situation and how this Neptune aspects your chart specifically. Now, Saturn is going to go into Aries, into the 10th house. So if you have followed Saturn's way, which is you work hard, you have done things properly, honestly, with integrity. You haven't stepped on other people, to make yourself look good, right? Like you've done things the correct way. Then there's a chance that you can actually be promoted. It can actually be a very positive time in your career. So Saturn can give you that promotion, which comes a position of status, with responsibility. They make you maybe management or a director of some kind. Now, if Saturn is not making a good aspect, then there could be issues with your parents or your reputation, or you can actually be let go. So there is a possibility of losing your job when Saturn aspects whatever planet you have in the 10th house. Um, Also opposition to the fourth house with your parents. One of your parents can get sick. So hopefully that won't be the case, but I'm just letting you know what the possibilities are. Now, Uranus is going to go into your 12th house because it's going to go into Gemini. So anywhere that Uranus goes in whatever house, it shakes it up. It brings out stuff. So in the 12th house, it can bring out a secret. Um, it could also be that you might want to do some volunteering work because the 12th house deals with charity organizations. Um, Also your sleep, because 12th house also rules sleep. Your sleep can be inconsistent. You can have a hard time falling asleep. You can actually wake up, like, during the night. you can have issues with sleeping, let's say. Now, if you have Venus natally there and Uranus aspects that Venus, there is a chance for a secret romance, one of those love affairs that movies are made of. So, but with Uranus, typically it's a love affair. It doesn't last long. It could be love at first sight, that type of thing. So that's what I'm saying. Look at the planets that you have in the 12th house and you know, interpret it from there. Now, Jupiter, the ultimate planet of opportunities and blessings, is going into Cancer. So for the next year, you are the blessed sign, right? Um, so your attitude should be more optimistic. You should have more confidence. You're going to be more magnetic. You need to be careful with weight gain because Jupiter expands everything it touches and it's touching your first house. So your weight can grow. Uh, and for those that are looking to gain weight, great, this is your opportunity. But most of us don't want that. Most of us want to lose weight or maybe stay the same. So the remedy for this is to wear a pendant with a horse because Jupiter rules horses. So, or the color blue. So you could dress with a lot of blue outfits. This is also trying to get that energy from Jupiter to focus on something else besides your waist. Now, the lunar nodes, these are where the eclipses are. And for you, it's pretty favorable because the north node is going to go into Pisces, which is your ninth house. And the south node is going to go into Virgo, which is your third house. So this is one of the easier placements for the nodes. The ninth house focuses on long distance travel, higher education, legal matters, religion, like a major review of your beliefs. So North Node in Pisces, this can mean that you want to go to school and get another degree or a higher degree. Or maybe you want to start a legal case. So this is favored in on your, because of the nodes being in the ninth. Now, third house deals with short course, short trips, wanting to learn languages. It deals with siblings and neighbors, and neighborhood activities. All of these take a back seat. We don't forget, our extended family or siblings or anything, but we need to focus on ninth house activities. And lastly, Pluto is transiting or will transit your eighth house, and this transit is for the next 20 years. So there could be a transformation in your partner's finances or your investments, in your debts, everything that is ruled by the eighth house, which is money that comes in suddenly, right? In lump sums. Commissions, insurance payouts, taxes also, debts. So like I said, it's money that comes in all of a sudden in lump sums. If this Pluto is in bad aspects, then it can bring a financial loss as well. Now, with Pluto in the eighth house, there may be not your death, okay, but there may be death around you. You may lose people that you know. And or there's a transformation in the way you view occult stuff. Occult stuff meaning astrology, numerology, tarot, all of those things that are taboo. You might actually want to kind of look into that stuff. So, so Cancer, this concludes 2025. I wish you the best. I wish you many blessings, and I hope that this video has been helpful. If it has, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and send this video to somebody that it may also help. And as always, if you would like a natal chart reading with me, please send me an email to amaastrology@aol.com. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.